future grandbabies. Man, I am out here in the wilderness of the coastal empire. It is 26 degrees out here. We are dealing with some kind of cold snap. I guess a majority of the East Coast is dealing with that same cold snap. I hope everyone is doing well, staying warm. If you did not know, I got Casper back. Let me show you Casper back there. Say what's up to Casper. Casper just came off that not 2,000, but 5,000, almost 5,000 mile ride out to California. We tagged the state lines. And next year, or whenever, I plan on making a couple other rides, long distance, because that's my thing. I like to just get out and see the countryside. I'm thinking about maybe Denver, Lincoln, Nebraska. There's a telephone museum in Lincoln, Nebraska. I've never heard about it, got very interested. And I want to say it's the Thomas Edison, if it's still open. I got to do some research. I want to see that. But, you know, I got Casper over here. And if you didn't know, I had an issue with my head unit, and they finally got it done. When I came back off the road, they put it in the shop for 2 weeks, and Indian decided, out of their kindness of their heart, I guess, to replace the unit. Well, I got it back, drove off the lot, and the unit started doing the same exact thing. But I think part of that might have been operator error, and so I'm not ready to write them off just yet. I found out, because I purchased a pair of these Meta AI glasses that I'm pointing to, and I think what happened with that was that the connectivity was being interrupted by the glasses. So at that point, hey, how you doing, Mom? At that point, I'm gonna fix that. You know, I basically disconnected it, and it was working. But the real test is really when I start riding. When I start riding this motorcycle with the with the CarPlay, I'll be good. And here's the thing, you know, when you pay all this money for a vehicle, you know, you just want to make sure it works the way it's supposed to. And let me tell you something, the vehicle performed admirably on the road. I ain't had no complaints when I rode. I rode 10 all the way across. I went down 95, hit 10, went all the way across, and I had no complaints about my ride. What I did have a complaint was, not even halfway through my ride, that first day one, my CarPlay went out after they supposedly did the software, but they put a new head unit when I returned. I got a brand spanking new unit, and I've been playing with it since I've been home. I've been home for about 30 minutes. I played with it a little bit at night, you know, last night when I, you know, was sitting around. It is working. Problem is, with the weather being the way it is, you know, 19 degrees and all that, I can't really get out and ride to see if it's gonna cut out on the ride. So right now it's working, which I'm happy for. It's a big deal for me that, you know, what's up, Frat? I see you down there. That it's a big thing that for me that that CarPlay, you know, when you spend this kind of money on an Indian, Harley, BMW, I don't care what kind of bike you got, you know, you want it to work. It's like any other car. You don't want to buy a 2025, 26 Porsche with ripped seats in it. That don't even make no sense, you know? So my biggest issue is the fact that we do not have, you know, good connectivity with the Bluetooth and or with the CarPlay on this device. What's going on, Adam Lucas? You know, Dominique, what's going on? EZ, I see you down there. You know, that was my problem. But I will say this, that is not a deal breaker for me, because I seem to be the only one that I know personally that has this problem. I mean, some people have complained about it online. Some people have said, you know, that this was an issue for them, but not really an issue for me though, because, you know, I like the motorcycle. My stereo is great. I just want the CarPlay to work. The radio works, their navigation, ride command, no issue. All that stuff works. But now that I got a new head unit, the real test will be the ride. And unfortunately, I won't be able to ride tomorrow because we're gonna be back down 22 degrees, and I just don't know if I wanna suit up just to make that test. But I will keep you all informed if they fix the problem. As of right now, it is working. Can't complain about that. Anyway, y'all have a good evening. You know what it is. If you got a motorcycle in your garage collecting dust, I don't care what time of year it is. If it's not below 28 degrees, pull it out, dust it off, and enjoy the ride.